long wet highway in the soles of my feet. So much more than I am, it's more than I am. It's a rolling train that's moving to a beat, a hurricane stirring inside of me. It's so much more than I am, more than I am. So I put my heart back into it again.
Hello, I'm Steve Oman from Coast Pacific Power Wash. We are a company that does environmental cleanup and hazmat cleanup, and we also specialize in fleet washing and commercial power washing. Well, with my business at this point, I'm looking at expanding, and I'd like to look at franchising if that's possible for my business. Because there's a bunch of things that I want to do with my business, grow, and I'm already putting about 100% of my time in now. So I don't really have a whole lot of time to get into something new, but I do have a bit of time. So I heard about this company, successCo.productions, and I'd like to give them a call. Dawn is the gal there, and just see what they can do for me to help me grow my company. Hello, this is Steve Oman from Coast Pacific Power Wash. I'm looking for Dawn Wiggers.
Hi, my name is Dawn Wiggers, and just a few years ago I owned a company called Designing Spaces Inc. There came a time though when I realized that my company was growing way too fast for me and I just couldn't keep up with it anymore. A crisis hit me and I just couldn't survive it, and I realized that I couldn't even save my business.
I'm so glad you seen me, oh baby, falling down.
So here I am 3 years later. I've decided to start a new business called successCo.productions, and the purpose of this business is to help others avoid mistakes or situations that led me to a closure of my company. I'm going to meet with John Taylor, who is my business therapist, and the reason I hired him was so that I could talk to someone about my ideas, my concepts, and my thoughts, so that it keeps me on the right track. I want to do things very differently this time.
I think you're all good to go. I think you've got a handle on a lot of the things that you need to do. And I just want to let you know that I'm here to support you in doing this.
So John suggested to me that before I take on my first client, to go see Jolene at Community Futures to find out what they offer small businesses. And I think it's a smart idea because I too need to understand the very basic steps to starting up a new business.
We have a wonderful resource library in the front in the reception area, which has a whole entire gamut of books, etc., videos that you can use. We have video conference training that's done through Small Business BC, where there's business experts giving lectures, and so you can go to our website and it talks about that training roster. And we also have a business multi-tool product, and it's a great product because it actually allows you time with some experts one-on-one and gives you access to a fabulous website that actually houses your business plan so you can work and rechange and do over the course of a year with it. And it also gives you some time with someone who understands finance so you can prepare that pitch so when you go to your lender you're prepared.
Oh, that sounds exciting. That I have such an amazing resource here. No, back to the library here, so I can come in anytime and like use the books.
Yeah, anytime during our office hours you can come in and you can sign out books and they're there for you to use.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for sharing all that with me.
Oh, you're welcome.
I'm really looking forward to embarking this journey with you, and thank you for your help.
You're welcome. Looking forward to helping you.
Thank you. So after seeing Jolene at Community Futures and got a good understanding of what they offer small businesses, part of my plan is to franchise, but I need to know a little bit more about it. So I've made an appointment with Gwen Harmon, who specializes in franchising, just so I can learn more about it.
So, Dawn, tell me, what is your big plan?
So my big plan is to help business owners find true success. Through their personal life and their professional life, I want to match them up with the right business field professionals that have the credentials and the expertise to answer their questions, to support them, provide guidance and solutions. That's basically it. If we can come together and collaborate, get the help we need, we can be sustainable in this unstable economy. So Gwen, the reason I wanted to see you today is I wanted to ask you more about this franchising opportunity. I'm really considering franchising my concept, but I have to find out if it's viable or not, I'm sure. And you specialize in that. Can you help me out?
Tell me more about that. Why franchising?
I love the concept because it's helping a major part of our country, especially the BC region, is small to medium-sized businesses, and I believe that we need to really support them. And in doing so, bringing my experience to the table and offering them this support can help them be sustainable in our communities.
Well, as you know, there are many benefits to franchising, and some of the main ones are you can expand your business by selling franchise units. You can create additional income for yourself by franchise fees, royalties, and selling products, services, and merchandising. And it's a great capital asset.
So Gwen, can you tell me the timeline in franchising? What does that look like?
Well, Dawn, the timeline can be months or years. It all depends on the complexity of your concept and also where you're at with your business.
So what are my steps in moving forward with this?
So Dawn, when you're ready, we can help put together a franchise strategy for you and guide you through the process. How does that sound?
That sounds great. I'm so excited. This is a dream come true for me. So thank you, Gwen. To franchise or not franchise? What do you think?
Excuse me, ladies, do you have a minute? I'm wondering if you would rather start your own business or buy a franchise.
I think I would want to start my own business.
I think I'd rather buy a franchise just because it's already there, you know, you get to kind of make up your own style with that, you know. I don't know, a business just seems like it would be too much, I think, for me.
Definitely own your own business. My grandpa opened his own business for like insulating and all that kind of stuff, and he was very successful and he loved it.
I probably want to buy a franchise. I think it would be just a better for the economy right now.
Own your own business because then you have the creative aspect. You can control some of those business variables, kind of what goes into it, what you're putting into it, define yourself through it, whereas franchise is just kind of up and running already. So that's more the money-making venture. Business is more the creative venture.
I own my own business, and it's basically because you can buy a franchise like that anywhere, but if you're looking to make a fair bit of money, a franchise with a brand name and support developed products is actually a really nice thing to have.
Own my own business, I guess.
And why's that?
Huh? I'm an owner, I suppose.
So that was interesting. It's neat to hear other people's opinions. Looks like I got some thinking to do. Oh. Sorry, I got a phone call. successCo.productions, this is Dawn. Oh, hi, Steve. Yes, we do. Well, I think we should start by meeting each other. How would tomorrow at 3 o'clock be? Great. Yes, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for calling. Bye now. Got my first client. So Steve, I really like to understand my clients' businesses. So if you could tell me as much about Coast Pacific Power Wash as you can, that would be very helpful for me.
Okay, well, Coast Pacific Power Wash does commercial fleet washing, and we do environmental cleanup and hazmat, emergency response.
So to have a clear understanding of your goals, can you share what those are with me?
My current goals for the company are expanding and looking into franchising to see if that's possible. The main thing is business plan, marketing, and a website to make my business run a little more effectively.
So as our client, Steve, we're going to help you reach those goals. And in order to do that, we got to take some steps. We're going to start. The first thing I'm going to do is introduce him to Ed, who will do a business environmental evaluation with him. And that's to identify his needs. After that, we will help him define his goals by doing a business action map with Richard. Then we will take him through a business coaching session with Kim, and then we'll meet with Jennifer to do an image and branding consultation. After that, we'll then develop his business plan with Clemens and his mission statement with Devin. And then finally, we're going to help him develop a website. So we're going to introduce him to Debray Studios. Mike, can you tell me what the important features of an ideal website would be?
Well, really what you're looking for on a website is, of course, we want to have good design. good photography if pictures are needed, and definitely good writing. Writing is something that's definitely overlooked with websites. People usually focus more on the visual, and really the visual is nice when you get there, but of course it's really about the content at the end of the day. So good, strong writing is a very important aspect.
How would I prepare for a meeting with a designer?
One of the most important things, of course, is to have some examples. So in the industry you're in, to have other examples of websites you like. And they don't have to actually necessarily be examples in the industry, but definitely, you know, look, feel, color, all that kind of stuff. It definitely helps the designer have an idea of what you're trying to achieve. Functionality, you know, is it going to be an e-commerce website? Is it going to have photo galleries, video onto it? So having an idea of what you're trying to achieve with a website, this lets the designer know the direction of the overall project in that sense.
Excellent, okay. Search engine optimization.
The big buzzword out there that all businesses want to hear about. What search engine optimization means is how you rank on Google from an organic standpoint. So it's, you know, page 1, page 2, on number 7 on that page. And really what Google's doing is they're ranking your website based on the content, the traffic that goes to it. In fact, there's over 230 metrics that Google actually uses to evaluate where your website ranks for that. And so we know some of them, and we can actually help with the business, and so we can do the keywords and the content, and there's various ways to do that. And it can actually get very complicated going into AdWords and stuff like that. But really every business owner that comes in wants to rank number 1, of course, and they want to have lots of traffic. And so there are definitely ways that we can help a business owner out with that.
Okay. So Steve, do you have any questions for Mike?
No, I think he covered everything I needed to know to get started.
Well, Steve is one of the first clients referred to Array Studios by successCo.productions. It's my great pleasure to actually offer you a website at no charge.
Oh, well, that's great. Thank you.
Not a problem at all. Thank you. Pleasure.
Well, that's a great surprise. Thank you, Mike.
Not a problem.
That's pretty exciting.
Yeah, sure is.
Right on. Well, thank you again for all your time answering some questions for the website for Coast Pacific Power Wash. Looking forward to working with you.
Definitely.
I can't wait to get started on my website.
Oh, yes.
Good.
Pretty soon. Thanks,
Thanks
Dawn.
for being here.
Hi, I'm Leif Bogwald, President of the Young Professionals of Nanaimo and a Chartered Accountant with MNP. This week's YPN tip of the week is regarding cash flow projections. When doing cash flow projections, I highly recommend having an accountant take a look at them to make sure they're not overly optimistic and that they're realistic. That's this week's YPN tip of the week.
Wow, I've had a busy week, learning a lot just on my own personal side as well as working with my new client. And I think Steve's walking away with great motivation. One thing he has established though is that he's not ready to franchise at this point, and he wants to really focus on expanding his company and developing the environmental management side of his business. So I am really looking forward to continuing to work with Steve and seeing him grow. And yeah, why don't we just find out from Steve how he's feeling right now.
Steve, we've done a lot this week. We've done your business evaluation, you've developed your business plan, you've met with a passion coach, color coach, image consultant, you've done your business action map, you've also done your vision statement, is that right?
That's right.
And the next thing you're going to do is your website.
Yes.
That's pretty exciting.
It is.
How are you feeling?
Oh, great. And having a website built is huge for my company.
Excellent. Well, thank you for being on this show.
Thank you.
We look forward to seeing your company grow within the community. And I thank you for watching an episode of Success by Design. I'm your host, Dawn Wiggers.
So much more than I am, it's more than I am. It's a rolling train that's moving to a beat, a hurricane stirring inside of me.